We're getting ads on our channel.
It's like they're reading our minds, Jen. What's going on?
We are getting ads on our channel for the Ben Shapiro podcast.
Well, let me assure you guys, I'm running ads on this channel because they are liars, terrible people, and they should know better.
That's so funny.
You know how the old saying goes, when you scratch a liberal, a fascist bleeds?
Yes. Who's bleeding?
People will always vote against the working class, even if they are working class, because they assume that they're going to get out of there without the system actually changing. I'll get out. I'll do better. Well, guess what? You're not going to, because the second you try to change it without a revolution, you're going to get people like little Ben Shapiro making commentary like this.
Bill and I are not just on the same page when it comes to some matters economic. He's been on the same page when it comes to the threat of radical Islam for a very long time. Obviously, that's a big topic of discussion these days. Also at Daily Wire with the upcoming release of our new film, which is awesome, Run, Hide, Fight Infidels. But here was Bill talking about that a while back, and he got all sorts of crap for this when he talked about it with Charlie Rose years back.
Can we just talk about the fact that he is such an inhuman slime ball that all he is a walking advertisement? He is the type of person that should be wearing a NASCAR jacket with all of the sponsors that he has sold out to. If anyone is a quintessential Zionist Jewish stereotype, I mean, there's plenty that you can pick from.
Say it.
Little Ben needs to get it on.
Think you're better than me, Paul? You think you're hanging there all day, you're higher than me, you're better than me? Yeah, well, I don't miss you. You're not. I'm a father. I can think. Yeah, you are not better than me at all. Yeah, I'll teach you.
Here's another one. Look at this.
Yeah.
They're also getting Cars for Kids ads.
That goes to show you, and I know you guys are thinking, why would they? No, I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain this to the audience. Guys, there is a reason why you're seeing pro Daily Wire ads, pro Cars for Kids ads. Do you want to know why? Because we are on the radar of the Zioscum. They watch our channel. They watch our channel from Tel Aviv. They watch our channel from Los Angeles. They watch our channel from Miami, from New York. Jen, remember the IDF guy from Miami that started following us on social media, and I told you about it? I'm like, you need to watch yourself when guys like this start following you around. And they're watching our channel. And the algorithm, you see, this is one thing we know about the algorithm. You see, they know what people are watching. They know that if they're not watching a channel like ours to see what we're saying, they are off watching all of the Hasbara that you could possibly get your fill on. And
how pathetic is that? So pathetic. And I honestly can say, and I've said this before, but I don't watch a single thing that I don't like.
Yeah.
In terms of, well, no. I mean, like, I don't like watching horrible things about a Holocaust. I don't mean content, but like, I don't watch any shows of people that I don't like. I don't hate watch anything. Why would I waste my time watching something I don't like? There's enough things I do like. Thank you, Zaina. I figured. Oh, I love Kentucky. I want to go back to.
I'd like to go there once, and hopefully
that's actually we're planning once. I think after once fall gets a little cooler, I want to go back to Kentucky. But
now I don't know if you guys know this or not, and I saw somebody flash the question across the screen. So 1-800 Cars for Kids is actually a pro-Israel nonprofit charity front.
Yes.
This has been going on for decades.
Yes.
I was seeing these ads when I was in high school back in New Jersey. Now, I didn't know what the hell it was, but it turns out that isn't it like a charity for, I think it's a charity actually for birthright, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. All roads lead to JNF, which is the Jewish National Fund. And that's where birthright goes. All roads are subsidiaries of that. and they're tentacles, and it's all the same. So, yeah.
Back.
Would you come to this table and have a debate about this with a moderate Muslim?
Find one, yes. Find one.
Okay, now again,
Fucking moron.
that's a pretty obvious thing. That's a pretty obvious thing that he's saying there. They're not.
It is?
That's a pretty obvious thing that they're saying.
That's an obvious thing?
Find me a reasonable Muslim. I could find you thousands. I could probably find you millions if I really tried.
I could come up with a good handful just pretty quickly. All right, well.
Here's can I just say, as a completely neutral person in the religious world, can I just say that if I have to choose between hanging out with people from a synagogue versus a mosque, I'm taking a mosque every time.
Or a church.
For the rest of my life. For the rest of my life.
I will say this. I will say this about the Muslims, the practicing Muslims. They're square. They're square. I get it. You know, they don't drink, they don't smoke. I mean, look, like, you know, like high school, college me would have definitely not probably wanted to hang out with the Muslims because of that. They are, yeah. But in terms of politically, they're very normal and moderate.
They are.
Like they're, in fact, Ben, he is such a piece of shit. They're kind of like, you know, everyone else. Some of them think something, some of them think other things. They're not a monolith just because they pray at the same time and to the same God.
Correct.
You stupid fuck.
And I'll tell you, one of the things that I'll never forget when you first went to the mosque in Boca Raton.
Oh, yeah.
And you had, this was during Passover, Easter week. And
No, that's not why it was important. It was during Ramadan.
Well, no, the point I'm making is that you were making the statement and you had the liberal Zio that was there.
Yeah. Mr. Two-State Solution. Yeah.
See how angry he was getting, and the shifting in the chair and they wear it on their sleeve. You know, the truth is that they're probably scared because they understand that what they've done to the Muslims for the past several generations, eventually it's coming back to get them. It doesn't last forever. And right now you're watching it fall apart. But don't worry, little Ben has a little bit more bullshit.
Not a lot of moderate Muslims, people who like openly reject Quranic violence. If they are, we hope they win. Right? But they're like, again, the reason.
Do you openly reject Talmudic violence, you stupid fuck? No, my understanding is you love that shit.
Why Bill Maher is commonsensical. He and I had this debate on his show.
Is commonsensical a word, by the way?
It can. Yeah, it is. I mean, it works, but that's not the point.
A couple of years ago, a year ago, where we were talking about morality. And one of the points that I was making to him is the reason why we have the same basic moral framework is because we grew up relatively close to one another, obviously not at the same time, but in LA. And what that meant is that we have the same basic moral framework.
Yeah, it's amoral. It's fascinating. You're right, you do.
If you have the same moral framework as little Ben Shapiro,
oh, that's not good.
You're a failure. But everybody knows that Bill Maher is an exceptional bigot.
Oh, he's a white supremacist. He's a absolutely. I find him so reprehensible. I can't believe framework. I thought he was funny.
Bill Maher would have voted, and probably did vote, for Bill Clinton in 92 and 96, voted for Gore. I'm not sure the last.
So did I.
I can assure you that they all voted for me. I have quite the charismatic appeal.
Last Republican he voted for the presidency. I don't know the answer to that question. And I certainly have never voted for a Democrat. But the difference is that the Democratic Party has moved so radical that it's left Bill behind. I'm just saying this to the Democrats.
The only thing that's actually moved in any way, shape, or form, if you really want to call it that, is the position on the state of Israel. But what little Ben is failing to mention here, ladies and gentlemen, is that while the needle hasn't moved as far in the Republican or conservative side of politics as it has on the liberal and Democratic side of politics when it comes to Israel, it's moved very far, a lot further than you think when it comes to the conservative side.
That's so funny to me. He just said that the Democrats
are so radical. They're so radical. They elected Debbie Wasserman Schultz in a black district. Yes, very radical. Very. I just hope Angie Nixon gets some good airtime. I really
they're
do.
so radical.
So where are you guys going? Where are you running? Why are Republicans aiming at a horseshoe right that is closer to Hassan Piker rather than a normie Democrat center that is closer to Bill Maher? It seems to me that picking off the Bill Maher vote is going to be a hell of a lot easier than picking off the Hassan Piker vote.
You're such an idiot. You're so stupid.
Can we also just address the fact that he is such a jealous little twit?
He's a caricature of you could totally see it would be like the high school show, and he'd be the nobody would like him. Have to bully people and get them to he's the bad guy. He looks like it. He's ridiculous. I don't know a single person that likes him.
You know, I remember watching live when I used to watch Bill Maher. I can remember, and maybe you do too, the episode when he had on Sam Harris and Ben Affleck.
I do remember that.
Remember it well. 2014. That's when that happened.
That was when I realized that Sam Harris was a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Muslims are terrible people. Sam Harris, the perfect encapsulation of what the so-called liberal Zionist is, Sam Harris is that person. Sam Harris is all of that person. Jen, you grew up with all kinds of Sam Harrises in your life.
I used to like Sam Harris, but this was more based on, he was affiliated with Hitch and Dawkins and Dennett. And, as somebody who grew up and was an atheist, there were not that many people that we had that were on our team in the academic world. So then I did originally like Sam Harris, and there are things that he's written that are good, but I would say over the past, 20 years, I've realized no. And he's a bigot. So, but that wasn't abundantly clear when I first knew of him.
Well said. And thank you, Ozma. I saw that show. It aired in the middle of Operation Protective Edge when Gaza was being pummeled that summer. Yeah, it's a little thing called mowing the lawn. And it's amazing how so many people have, frankly, very slowly come around to these realities of what we've been trying to explain. And this isn't a time, Jen, to really get into the whole told you so type thing. It's just our job.
Oh, please. No, I am a big fan of I Told You So.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is, if you really think about how far we've come, and again, the whole I told you so starts with the fact that you made an official statement.
Oh, this I told you so. Yeah, this
right after October 7th, and you said, I know exactly how this is going to end.
Yes.
All of you people are going to be left wondering how the hell we got here. But you're like, oh, no, I know what's coming. I know exactly what this is. This is a false flag, if there ever was one. This is 9/11 all over again. This is exactly what they're going to do. And that's why the Zios, you see, the one thing that we can take from a conversation like this between a Bill Maher and a Ben Shapiro is that the Zios are now starting to break down the so-called party line barriers and just come together as one, because they understand that the walls are closing in on them. People do not want to deal with them, and eventually they're all going to get pushed out. That's why you're seeing somebody like Deborah Messing saying, oh, I'm actually selling my $6-7 million apartment in New York City so I can go move to Tel Aviv and live next to Noah Tishby. It's shit like that.
Well, she should go. Maybe she should go to the Hamptons party with Gwyneth,
with Sam Altman and Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she probably in Hersalia.
You know what I would like to see, Jen? I want to see the guest list of that party. I want to know who shows up to that
Do
party.
you? But do
I
you?
do,
'Cause I
yeah,
think we
why
know
not?
who. I don't think you would need to. I think that you would look at it. I think you could probably even comprise it. You could probably sit there and go through and figure out the kind of people.
I want to explain to you guys again why we know we're a shadow banned channel real quick. So on Tuesday, we had a very good day with our clips. We ended up getting, I think, about 50,000 plus views in total for the day.
Nice.
And then the very next day, you know how many views we got? Maybe 10,000. This isn't coincidence. It's not an accident. It's not like we don't know what type of clips to put out there that we know that our audience is interested in hearing about. The algorithm catches us doing a little bit good and then boom, right down the chute. So when somebody comes in here who knows our channel and is like, oh, I had no idea you guys were live. I had no idea that he's going. Of course
Right.
not. Why would you? Because we talk about shit that actually matters.